Hello there, this is Daniel from Toolchefs, and in this video we're going to have a look at the new rendering features. So here in my scene I have already an Atoms proxy that I've cached out using this agent group, where I applied some variations, my state machine, grid layout. The state machine, I set the state to 1, which is the work state, but also I made sure that the start frame was 0. This is because I wanted all my agents to be at the same pose, so I could use the instancing option on the render proxy. So I'm gonna hide again this agent group, and I'm gonna show again the Atoms proxy node. So basically the first thing that we want to do, of course, is cache out that animation with the export, the cache exporter, and then assign that cache on the Atoms proxy. You can do that by just activating the after export replace with Atoms proxy. Cool, so basically here we're in our scene. As you can see here, I've already something set up in this new render attributes section. So you have these two new options here, the user instances and Frustum Culling. Frustum Culling is gonna, of course, not create any unnecessary geometry render time, which means it's not gonna create geometry for the agents that are not visible by the camera. And of course, here you have to provide the camera. This is just a message box, so it's just a message attribute. So here I have attached the message of the camera shape to the Frustum Culling camera attribute. So this is just to let Atoms know which camera you're using for rendering. So if you activate this one, you're gonna use the Frustum Culling using this camera. You can also provide some overscan if you want. So first I'm gonna render the scene with this camera without any of these new features. So, and as you can see here, we rendered the scene with in 1 minute and 7 seconds. This is because, of course, all the agents, even those that are not visible by the camera, are being created at render time, even though they have not been rendered. So I'm going to use the Frustum Culling option, and again, I have already attached the camera one message attribute to this, the Frustum Culling camera attribute. I'm gonna click render. And as you can see here, we just rendered in 22 seconds. So now I'm gonna also turn on the use instances option. So basically what this does is gonna, after the agents have been filtered by the Frustum Culling, it's gonna make sure that all the agents that have the same pose and are sharing the same materials and so on are gonna be replicated in the scene. So the geometry is gonna actually be instanced instead of being recreated for every agent. This is quite beneficial if you know that you have a lot of agents that might have the same pose, and also the camera is not too zoomed in, because of course Atoms is gonna check those agents and that will require time, and then it's gonna create instances. But so if you have like a very limited amount of agents and you have a group which is this big but the camera is very zoomed in, maybe this option is not gonna give you that speed boost that you're looking for. Maybe just Frustum Culling is gonna be enough. So I'm gonna click render now. And as you can see, we rendered in the 9 seconds. So yeah, these are the new features for rendering. Thanks for watching.